Well, it's mariachi time again.
From the 1950s to the 1970s, International Cafe aired live from the WGN TV studios in Chicago as part of a long-running music series. This episode in 1964 highlighted the sounds of local prominent Mexican group Mariachi Potosino.
I can't believe I'm listening to myself.
The black and white film transports Amador Alba to the vivid day he performed with the group as a young man.
To think that I was there, I was playing, I was accompanying them.
Yeah. Amador is the last surviving member of the group, having played the trumpet with them from 1961 to 1966. He performed alongside his father, Jose Cruz Alba, who served as the group's music director.
I looked at him as one of my weird expressions, and I looked at him like as a father.
Jose Cruz was Roberto Vargas's uncle, but he meant far more than that to him. He was also a pioneer of the mariachi scene in Chicago, which Roberto greatly admired. As a way to honor Jose Cruz's legacy, Roberto co-curated this exhibit at the National Mexican Museum of Art. It features timeless photographs, newspaper articles, sheet music, instruments, and the traditional charro suit. The exhibit highlights his uncle's journey to Chicago and the influence of Mariachi Potosino in the city and beyond.
They had quite a journey here. They have ups and downs, of course. Especially with the language.
When he came to Chicago, he worked in the foundries, and they formed a trio on weekends. And then he would join the band. And eventually he ended up with the mariachi.
Mariachi Potosino consisted of blue-collar workers who arrived in Chicago from Mexico under contract with the United States government through the Bracero program to help alleviate the labor shortage during the 1940s to mid-1960s.
On weekends, they went out and played the music. Their first responsibility was to the family, to raise a family, and that was to get a job.
In their longing for home, they found solace in instruments like violins, guitars, and trumpets. They played at weddings, quinceañeras, parades, and community events.
We played at the Palmer House, McCormick Place, you name it, Edgewater Beach Hotel, and everybody pretty much enjoyed our music.
But that was only the start. Once they gained recognition, they went on to perform regularly for former Mayor Richard J. Daley.
We're singing for Mayor Daley on his birthday every year for, maybe a decade.
They were involved in numerous significant moments in history representing their Mexican culture. They performed at a rally for John F. Kennedy, serenaded Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and played for President Richard Nixon's inaugural event in 1973. They also played a prominent role in various social justice movements, eagerly accepting invitations to participate.
One of the reasons why they were very well known in politics is because the way they were trying to attract the Hispanic community at that time, especially the Mexican Americans.
Amador recalled facing some discrimination during a time when racial injustice was prevalent against Mexicans and other Latinos. But what mattered most to Amador was once they put on the charro suit and began to play, it felt like something shifted and people became captivated. When these braceros left their home country, they carried a piece of it with them to Chicago. Through traditional Mexican music, they honored their heritage and celebrated their pride, both for themselves and for the immigrant community.
We don't really see the effects, or the impact that we had on the United States or in Chicago, until afterwards, when you start thinking about it.
Mariachi Potosino laid the groundwork for many mariachi groups in Chicago, and the genre continues to flourish decades later. From school programs to award-winning groups like Mariachi Sirenas and Mariachi Herencia de Mexico, each has its own distinct style. As Roberto and Amador reminisce over the photos and video of Mariachi Potosino's extensive 60-year career, they never dreamed that they'd be a part of Chicago history, inspiring future generations of musicians.
Loved it. It was exciting. It's amazing.
If you'd like to experience the exhibit in person, it will be available until October 13th at the National Museum of Mexican Art, and admission is free. Celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, I'm Andrea Medina, WGN News.